Hello! Today I am going to talk to you about the power of subtext in character development, particularly how it relates to a crime fiction story. I will also give examples for each one of the 10 tips, and starting with, well, what exactly subtext is. That's probably the first thing you might be wondering. It's what a character thinks or feels but doesn't say outright. Your crime fiction story will thrive on it because lies, deceit, along with fear and power imbalances are baked right into the genre. The example here is, "I didn't kill him," she said. The denial was almost too quick. The detective nodded, already writing down the time of death and possible cause. The subtext here is she's focused on the denial before any accusation was even made. Number 2, criminals lie, but the subtext tells the truth. A suspect will deny everything about being involved in a crime, but word choices, silences, and deflections, boom, 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 reveal more to your readers, allowing them to play detective right along with your detective character. For this we have, "I never met the guy," he said. "What was his name again?" The subtext there is, you don't forget a name you've never heard, have you? Number 3, power dynamics in interrogation. Who controls the conversation and avoids certain topics? You can have your detective ask casual questions while circling a sensitive topic, like a shark circles its next meal, which hopefully won't be me or you. This creates tension about what's not being asked yet. So to do this, maybe do this. The detective leaned back. "Coffee?" The suspect shook his head while his eyes shifted around. The detective nodded. "Well, suit yourself." The subtext here is that the control in the situation has been established without having to come right out and say the detective was in control and the suspect knew it. Number 4, backstory without info dumps. Instead of explaining a detective's dark past, drip it out in increments. This could be how he reacts to cases involving children, or why he won't enter a neighborhood. To do this subtext, maybe something like this. The case file mentioned a missing 12-year-old. The detective slammed the file shut. His stomach and throat tightened, and he stared at the wall longer than normal. Like this. You can see here with the subtext that this case hits something personal. Number 5, dialogue that means 2 things at once. Great dialogue, particularly in crime fiction, is layered. Sometimes 2 layers, sometimes more, but for this video we'll just stick with the dual layered for sake of time, because your time is valuable and I want to respect it. The dual layered with what's being said and what's being negotiated underneath. This could be bribes, threats, or tests of loyalty like criminals tend to do with their underlings. In this example, "You sure you want to be out this late?" the detective asked. "And I'm not afraid," the dealer said. The detective responded with, "Not what I meant." The subtext in this example is a warning, not a concern. Number 6, moral conflict beneath professional calm. A cop might follow procedure to the letter, but the subtext reveals doubt, fear, or corruption. This will help make your character feel real and not like a robot. For this example, you could do something like this. "He bagged the evidence by the book, exactly how his training told him to do it. Then he washed his hands twice. Kind of eerie, isn't it? Because your subtext here is that he's not as detached as he tries to show. Number 7. Silence as subtext. Sometimes what a character refuses to say can reveal more than a page or 5 pages long monologue. This could be in the form of short answers, nope, I don't know, or changes the subject, like maybe do something else, or ending the conversation early. Well, I'm not ending this video early, but to show this, maybe try this. Where were you between 10 and midnight? She smiled. The room, and likely you are waiting for her answer, aren't you? The subtext here is, the silence is the answer she doesn't want to give. Number 8. Physical reactions as emotional cues. Bam, ow, 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 something like that. Well, maybe not. The body language of a tightening jaw, or anything along those lines, could be the subtext that shows guilt, fear, or suppressed violence. The suspect laughed, then glanced at the photo of the crime scene. His eyes stayed on it too long, with his hand freezing halfway to the glass of water. The subtext here in this example is the joke just died before it really ever got off the ground. Number 9. Reader engagement through trust. Using subtext, you can invite your reader to read between the lines, behind them, above them, or whatever the case may be. This will help make them active participants in your story as they also try to uncover the truth, potentially uncovering before the detective does in your story. By doing this, you will help increase the reader's emotional investment. Your example here is, the detective thanked him for his time, but as soon as the cop left, the suspect locked the door behind him and pressed his back against it. Heavy breathing. What is going to happen now? The subtext shows that the suspect fears what might come next. Number 10. Subtext separates amateur from professional writing. On-the-nose writing kills tension, while subtext amplifies it. Keeps scenes sharp and layered, which is the hallmarks of strong crime fiction and, well, maybe any fiction in general, but for here we're just doing crime fiction, and it also makes for unforgettable characters. I did a full in-depth video of on-the-nose writing last week. You can check that out in the description or when the end card comes up at the end of the video. But an example here is, I'm angry because you betrayed me. Well, that's your boring on-the-nose writing. The subtext version is, you always did hate closed doors, she said, watching him check the lock. The subtext here is, of course, unresolved history of betrayal and mistrust. So there you have it, my 10 tips on how to incorporate subtext in a crime fiction story. I hope you liked the video and that it helps you with your own writing. Let me know in the comments what subject you would like me to cover next or in the future, or regardless how far in the future will be. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I post new videos Saturdays at 8 o'clock a.m. on Nova Scotia time, which is 1 hour ahead of Eastern time. In closing, though, may you have a great day and a great week, and I will see you in 7 days. Until then, so long, everybody.